Walsh. Walsh is going to get into this little, Walshy is trained by Missoula ball. Maybe he goes back to Jaylen for the mismatch, but no, I'm going to get right back into a dribble handoff with Josh Minot. I know I've got the Grizzlies switched up, a little scrambling, and Minot's going to come hard off of this dribble handoff. Lefty all the way downhill, pretty little finish. All right, we are back to underrated plays, and it's preseason, baby. And the first game is from the Grizzlies Celtics game, first quarter. This is a sidelines out of bounds, and the C's almost set up like in a horn set here. You can see Garza go to the free throw line extended. Jaylen's there. You've got Walshy spacing into the corner, and of course, our guy Sam Hauser near side corner. And this is some good old fashioned motion offense stuff. Garza's gonna get the pass, send the pass, screen away, and this time it's a screen for a pin down for Sam Hauser with the C's targeting Cam Spencer. Garza doesn't make contact, but he forces Spencer high enough that the big needs to help. And frankly, it's a backup big for the Grizz. He probably overhelps a little bit, but that's also the power of Hauser shooting. And that powerful Hauser shooting opens up a wide lane for Luca Garza, who he hits and finish was like the nice little D-celly finish for Luca.
Luca loves a little D-cell, a little pump fake down low, nice and patient. Hauser rocking the undershirt here, which everybody knows is +5 shooting gravity. So you combine the undershirt with Hauser's already insane shooting gravity. Hauser knows what type of weapon he is at this point and how defense is going to react. He knows as soon as he sees that those two defenders sell out to stop Hauser here, easy, nice little dump off to the fleet of foot. Acrobatic finish from the Bosnian.
Pure athleticism from Luca Garza. All right, next play here, also from the Grizz game. This is just like some nice basic high screen and roll stuff. We've got Minot, who sets like a really nice screen. Good one right on the body, forces the switch with Santi Aldama. And Jaylen, he's going to just space out after he kind of comes through after the screen and roll. He kicks it over to Walsh. Walsh is going to get into this little, Walshy is trained by Missoula ball. Maybe he goes back to Jaylen for the mismatch, but no, I'm going to get right back into a dribble handoff with Josh Minot. I know I've got the Grizzlies switched up, a little scrambling, and Minot's going to come hard off of this dribble handoff. Lefty all the way downhill, pretty little finish.
It's beautiful. And you can see the vision with some of these lineups. Now, Jaylen, Minot, Walsh, these like 6'7" plus versatile, hyper athletic wings. Tillman and Baylor, not quite fitting into that same archetype. Of course, that's why they're just going to hang out in the corners there. I love Walsh. He gets the ball here, and it's nothing flashy, but he knows what he's doing. He's confident. He gets straight into that handoff, which like for Walsh, was very much just like a get the ball to me, get it out of my hands immediately last season. I love to see him looking a little bit more confident running this type of stuff. And then Minot, you're right, comes very hard. That left hand down the lane, both hands Minot. Finish, beautiful, explosive.
Yeah, he's had a couple lefty finishes that were really impressive at the preseason. Okay, next game, we're going to pick it up. This is the Cavs game, Cavs Celtics. And you know what I love? Celtics basketball. Tommy Heinsohn would love it. Push after a miss. Push after a miss. So Jaylen, quick hit ahead to Pritchard. And once that hit ahead happens, we see Kada's growth as a player. He immediately reads this defense, sees they're out of sorts, they're scrambling, we push, semi-transition, and he's yelling, swing it to Anthony Simons, because I'm going to set a beautiful little backside, blindside, flare screen on Jaylen's defender, and that gets Jaylen Brown wide the hell open. Larry Nance realizes he's wide the hell open, completely flies out to Jaylen to try to stop him. Does not get the ball. Nice pass from Anthony Simons. And that leaves Nemi with acres and acres of space for the easy finish off the Jaylen feed.
Yeah, man, it really does feel like Kada is starting to get it, doing a beautiful Luke Cornett impression here. I can just remember last season, if this was the same situation, I'd be yelling at my TV to get out of that screen. Go, like, look at how much space there is. And it's that simple. Be big, run hard, set those screens, and get out. I love the fact that he was directing the traffic. That's just something that he would not have done last season, and create easy buckets for yourself. Get yourself paid, big fella.
Next play, still in the Cavs game, some more Kada screening beauty here. And I love that you just said it on the last play. Here again, perfect example. He's executing, he's screening, he's rolling out of it, all with pace, all with speed. Look at him sprint into this initial pin down screen for Anthony Simons. I mean, he's absolutely flying. And then he sees that this play is going to kind of get over to JB, who has Dean Wade, and Kada knows, like, all right, that's a mismatch. Every single Cav has their heads completely turned looking at Jaylen Brown, basically forming a circle to try to stop him. And Kata's like, well, what can I do again? Another backside blindside screen, this time for Anthony Simons, who reads it as well, kind of floats down to the corner for a wide open three. Then he misses. Oops.
Simons, that's your one job. Star in your role. Nemius Queta, like, he's learning how to be active. I've never doubted that he wants to play hard. The fact that it's clicking now and he knows, I just got to run, use his giant body. That first screen just gets the Cavs a little bit out of sorts, allows Jaylen to get downhill, forces the help, and Kata's just kind of reading it the whole time, doing his best Will Campbell impression for Drake May, and springs Anthony Simons open in a way that Ramondre Stevenson can only dream of.
He would have fumbled. All right, last play here. We are at the Raptors game, and like classic Toronto, the ball pressure extraordinarily high on Anthony Simons, who was having some trouble with it. So Kada, yet again, I'm going to come up and get my guy. I'm going to give him a screen really high up just to get the defender off him a little bit. So it's a really good screen, crushes quickly, which means Pirtle has to like really step up and cut off Anthony Simons. And yet again, Kata's coming out of that screen with speed, getting into the short roll. It's a nasty little pass from Anthony Simons right between the two defenders. And Kada catches the ball maybe 20 feet from the hoop. And I'm thinking, oh no, this is about to go very poorly. Not this year, ladies and gentlemen. Perfectly timed cut from Josh Minot, who's in that weak side corner, and Kada sees it, hits it immediately for the easy dunk.
It's the Kada show. Look at him go, man. Honestly, I really enjoyed going back and watching some of this stuff, and because like you do miss some of the minutia with the big man and the screen setting, and just go back and see Kada continuing to set impactful screens, because he really struggled with that last season. That's kind of part of the new system here. Like probably last year, that might be and that'll be a corner three on some possessions, but like go get a dunk for Josh Minot. Sure, you might be a 33% three-point shooter from the corner, 36%. Go get 100% from the rim. Josh Minot, flying high. Love to see it.